in Esports League 2014 Summer Cup. This is our third game of the day in the second set of qualifiers. If you qualified in the first set, you go into the second set, and the top two of each of these groups goes through to play at the LAN at a bar, which is going to be awesome because it's just going to be a good time. We have Glitch Australia versus Aura Esports, and joining me is my co-caster, Daredevil Duck.
We're going with that, are we?
We're going with Daredevil Duck, man. It's good.
Alright, cool.
You need some sort of picture now with a duck that has horns on it, like red eyes.
Do I have to do more awesome drawings like I did in the other chat?
Yep, you do.
Yeah? Well,
Duckville is our resident really good drawer of things.
Yeah, I mean, what does Honk know? Honk hasn't got anything on my drawings, am I right?
No.
Or am I right?
No way. You are 100% best drawer, AU.
That's right. Speaking of best drawings, I don't know. I got nothing. There's no segue there. What did you do to me, Dan? We have a couple of cool picks that I do like to see here. The old Clockwork and a bit of Conquer action.
Yeah, Shadow Demon Conquer is a decent combo as well because you can disrupt into the torrent. So it's a very good way to set it up. I mean, most of the time you generally just set up the torrent for yourself with the X marks the spot. But I guess if you want to be I think it's actually harder to set up with the disruption. It's 2.2 banish and torrent takes 1.6 seconds to cast. So you got
to do some kind of maths or something. It's like,
with X marks the spot,
doing that?
With X marks the spot, there's no math.
Yeah,
it's level
just
2. Like, cast X, cast torrent.
It's like level death. Who wants to do maths while you're playing a game?
You don't count level. No, let's be honest. You just cast it and hope to crap. It just like destroys them.
Yeah. Well, just on another sort of slightly related topic there was a map back in Dota 1 days called Dota Outlands, which was kind of like obviously a clone of Dota, but it had different heroes and a way different map. And one of the heroes actually had this ridiculous skill where you would it was like Shadow Shaman's Shackle, and you would shackle someone, and then a little mathematical equation would pop up on the screen, and if you were the person being shackled, you had to type in what the answer was. And so in the early couple of levels, it was like 7 plus 7 or something stupid like that, right?
Yeah.
And so the stun would go for 5 seconds, I think it was. But then if you typed out the answer quick enough, then you got out of it straight away. But at level 4, it did stuff like 30 times 24 or something like that. It's like, what?
That's so good.
It's crazy.
It's like, do you remember the Gambler? That was the Dota one?
Yes.
Gambler was the best. Throw money at people, okay?
It's crazy. I really hope that they find a way to make the Gambler possible and bring him back, because
it's too RNG based though.
It is. It'd just be so funny though. But speaking of funny pickups, Dazzle. There we go. Love a bit of Dazzle.
Segue, man. That one worked.
There you go.
Yeah, Dazzle, one of those heroes you don't see a lot of the time, but does work very, very well with Shadow Demon, because you generate the illusions around them, and then you heal the illusions, and it does the physical damage right on them because they're trapped there, and normally you'll have the Conquer in physical range as well. So, really nice combo with Shadow Demon. Glitch did pick up the Wind Ranger as well, along with the OD on Aura, which is just disgusting, because OD is yuck. I'm always upset when people pick OD. That hero is horrible. It's boring to play. It sucks to play against. It just makes everyone sad. And Glitch actually picking the Lone Druid as well.
Yeah, OD is kind of like one of those...
It's like watching PvP. It's boring most of the time.
It's... yeah, I mean, like... you can watch some good OD players, and they can do some cool stuff sometimes, and like... force staffing into a position, you astral someone, then you bash on someone else, and then the other 3 heroes show up and you drop the hammer, and it's like, yeah, it's cool. But like a lot of the time it's pretty just right clicky, I guess you could say. But I do like the Dazzle. We get to see, as you mentioned, the little bit of a combo there from a couple of those heroes. Plus it's weird. Dazzle can be kind of he gets a little bit of a little bit mana intensive sometimes, but it's weird because he regens so much mana at the same time. So he sort of, if he gets a burst back from Outworld, then he's gonna be just laughing. But as you mentioned, Glitch grabbing the lone druid, so we'll see. What is this lineup gonna be?
Yeah, well, it looks like it's gonna be either a Wind Ranger support or mid. Wind Ranger does okay against OD, but still being intel based, you lose a lot of your base damage. Can't spam or anything. Lone Druid has also been known to play against OD mid. And, Kunker's good against OD, but they already have the Kunker. The Viper's banned out, so they can't play that against the OD either. The Razor's banned out, so all they really had left was the Lone Druid. So they kind of had to go with it. And by the way, for anyone wondering, AEL Bloodlock is one of the AEL admins that also plays for Glitch. Just in case someone was like, why is there an AEL person on that team? That seems odd.
It's an admin filling in. It's all good.
No, he's the captain of the team, man.
No, I know. I was just saying. There's nothing sus. It's just, yeah.
It's 3-2-2, 100% rigged.
Yep.
100%. This is FYI. Actually, I shouldn't flame people on stream. I didn't say anything, and that sentence was just going to run into nothing. So
just to save you there, I was going to say I would be interested to see if they would grab Lifestealer and try and do something interesting with him, but that just got banned out. So Aura's on the ball. They're reading my mind. And
you generate what's called the Rage Cage with Clockwork and Naix. When you hook in and create the cogs, and the Lifestealer jumps out and using Rage is the Rage Cage, and it's really scary.
I was even thinking, like, this is just completely off the spot. I've never thought of this before. How does Lifestealer go against Outworld in mid? I would assume he gets, dealt with quite easily, but he wouldn't get smashed apart like most in-heroes would he?
I think he could do okay, but then he would be very susceptible to ganks because he'd never have enough intel to use his rage.
Yep, true.
So he'd probably do okay in CS, but other than that, he'd be very easy to kill him with a Shadow Demon and Dazzle rotation.
So stats and Feast against OD mid. Sorry, I'm just writing this down.
Writing it down. And Blink Dagger, because it doesn't cost any mana.
Oh yes, blink on everything. And blinking, we do see the Weaver as well.
Yeah, so a really mobile carry for them. And they've got this really powerful Tricore. Like, Weaver's going to be their offlane, OD mid, and Kunker as their carrion. They could even, I guess they could run the OD in a carry role rather than mid, but he doesn't synergize with Dazzle and Shadow Demon like Kunker does. So it would probably be a waste. I think they could even run this aggressive. A Kunker Shadow Demon Dazzle aggressive tri-lane against like a really sad lone druid. Or against, Rupik Wind Ranger +1. I think they do okay there.
Let's not also forget, I mean, more than tactics and strategy and skill and stuff, it's a very blue and purpley kind of lineup. I do like that. And oh my god.
You're so happy right now?
I am so happy right now. Everyone in the chat is like, why did they pick that hero? And I'm sitting here like, yes!
Hey, he got a buff, man. Ember Hero. He's got 950 range. And
he basically sits in the fountain and kills people.
Yeah. The problem with Sniper is, we saw it a couple of days ago, actually, Ducky.
Oh, really?
And he got to level 4 in 12 minutes. Because they just ran at him and killed him. Couldn't do anything. But they're going to send him mid against the OD. Now, this could work. Could. But he's very susceptible to ganks. He's gone boots first, so he obviously knows that he's very susceptible to ganks.
This guy's mad good at picking up the sniper.
Mad good. But let's run through the teams on the side of Aura Esports. On the top lane, we have Rain playing that Shadow Demon. N is on our Dazzle. We have, I can't even remember what Kunker's name is, but Asian name playing the Kunker.
Can we call him Jono?
Sure. Kunker is now Jono. And we have Exemption playing the Weaver. And over in the mid name is the one and only Kaza.
That is indeed correct. And over on the Glitch, otherwise known as Theg, we have Bloodlock, who will be on the Wind Ranger, going, well, he's just sort of sitting off to the side there and just waiting down on the bottom with a couple of friends. They're waiting here with some friends. We've also got Tyrant EX, or Tyrant X, running the lone druid. He'll be up in the top lane. We've got a very similar kind of setup here for these possible ganks. This is kind of funny. We've also got Crestfall and taking the Clockwork. Bullvi is on Rubik, and PKL will be taking Sniper.
Now, who's going to get this kill? If he scouts with his bear, he's fine. But he's trying to block with it. Oh, no, he's getting caught. He does get disrupted. Up on the top line, the turret is going to hit. A lot of damage coming out from that heal. He's going to die down on the bottom lane. Exemption now is caught in the cogs. He's going to die down bottom. But the first blood does go to Dazzle, and we saw how much damage that heal did with 2 illusions, a Kunkka, a Dazzle, and an SD standing there. He almost instantly died.
That's right. I mean, we saw the similar setups there. It was kind of quite interesting. I mean, they were also almost exact same positions, which was really funny, like literally the same positions. But yeah, it worked out really well for, I guess, for both teams in a way. Taking down the Weaver a little bit is kind of cool. Unfortunately, they dropped out both of their sentries to try and catch him, so that's a little bit frustrating, but it's all good. We'll see how they deal with that. But of course, the big thing is now there's still a little bit of time before that lone druid can get in the lane, if he is even able to get there. I mean, there's still the threat of the setup there from Shadow Demon and then the Dazzle as well, so a little bit scary.
Yeah, and we're going to see the supports for Aura Esports now rotating mid. They are going to get the lift up on for Theg rotating mid, and he's doing a lot of damage here. The shrapnel is going down on him, but decently tanky, and they're not going to kill him. He doesn't even have that much health, but it's the 6 armor that really kept him alive during that, and this Roman combo just didn't have that much damage. Rubik does nothing, he lifts, and the Clockwork only has Cog, so they actually had no damage on these 3 heroes, basically, other than a sniper right-click, which at level 3 is absolute trash. He doesn't even have one of the really cool guns.
He didn't even make it look like a cool gag. Jeez.
Well, I've been told by Burns that the team with the better cosmetics on their side wins.
Oh, really?
100% of the time, yeah.
Well,
so, I mean, you know.
I'll tell you what. You look at the serious stuff, and I'll have a look at the cosmetics, and we'll see how we go.
Yeah, okay. So you see in team fights if the cosmetic heroes are winning, and Tyrant is going to get caught out in his jungle. They might actually kill the Spirit Bear here. It is on pretty low health, but these 2 heroes together don't really do the greatest amount of damage. But Dazzle picking up that solid 300 gold. And he's rich, man. He got first blood and a bear kill. Now going to rotate to mid on PKL, on the Sniper.
No.
And Sniper, he knows it. He's like, this is bad place.
He actually just said no.
Yeah.
He's a little bit worried.
Yeah,
right
his hero
now.
actually did start saying, I know.
Yeah, this is one of the things, like, when you do play a little bit of Sniper, and not everyone does it unless you're, willing to go mid and farm for 83 minutes like everyone does in pub games. You got to be really careful with your positioning. Got to make sure that you are in position to be able to just try and boogie it on out of there, because if you get caught, you're basically dead. Like, a lot of heroes are going to be able to smash you down really fast with Sniper, which is, of course, part of his big problems, is that he has no real escape, he has no effective kind of stun unless you're in one of the the Dota cinema videos where he can stun every single hit. So we will see. It looks as if they do want to go on mid again. We've got Rubik, and then of course Crestfall on the Clockwork coming through again. They're looking for that OD, but the OD staying out of range just for the moment, but not for long. Picking him up, dropping down.
Look at the TPs though.
Beautiful TPs there from the Aura team. They're going to come in, they're going to help out. Dazzle will keep him alive. We see Crestfall, and the one who is now in trouble, and down he goes.
Yeah, and even Bullvi might get caught out here. There is another Astral Imprisonment.
There it is.
They do catch him. Brain, he doesn't have much mana. He can cast Soul Catcher now, which is going to happen. And the damage output on this guy is going to be ridiculous, and they're going to get another kill in the mid lane. And, I mean, they're trying to gank this outburst, but they don't have much damage. The TPs from those supports were instant. Like, the Clockwork came out of fog, and it was like, oh, mid. But one of the things is because of Kaz's infamy, people gank him a lot. And they know that. They use that to their advantage. So they're always watching that mid lane. And it can be the downfall, man.
Yeah, I mean, you get tunnel vision on a certain player. I mean, that's going to be, as you said, it can be a downfall. I mean, it happens sometimes in... Even like, I've got a friend who used to live in Germany and used to play on the EU servers, and occasionally he'd catch some of the top like EU players, and in every single game everyone would like try and focus them down, and it can be a real downfall if you're trying to focus on someone with a little bit of notoriety, I guess. So you got to be careful about these kinds of things. But we'll see how he goes, because now he's now Kaza in mid. He's got his ulti prepared. He can start smashing down any of those ganks if they decide to come along again, and he is obviously going to really start controlling that mid lane even more, I guess we could say.
Yeah, I mean, he's 18-17 against a sniper who's 8-3. Neither of them really have much CS, though. I'm actually surprised that the OD doesn't have more. But because of all the attention that's been given there, and I mean, we did kind of dismiss the bottom exemption. Diving, the Windrunner down there in between the tier 1 and tier 2. And up top, the cogs are out. Tyrant is going to take a lot of damage and fall here. Volvi has that extra damage on him from Rain. He's going to drop very quickly. And another 2 kills go the way of Aura Esports. And
Yeah, that's,
4k gold experience ahead and 4k gold. So it's like the same advantage as last game.
Yeah, it's looking a little bit scary in that regard. Like, I mean, when we think about what Glitch has got to do to sort of get into this game, they need to be able to get down here and take care of the Weaver, which is firstly not an easy task at all. And then secondly, if you do deal with him, you've also got to deal with Kaza in mid as well. And like, when you consider that their sniper is having such a hard time, 9-4 as you'd mentioned, it's going to be really hard for them to get a lot of that damage out. Now, it looks as if we will have Aura looking for another gank. They've got their Dazzle, their Shadow Demon, now wandering through the forest. They're smoked up, looking for someone. They may actually find the Volvi down in the bottom there. Will they be able to see him?
Smoke got taken off, they ping it out, but walking down that hill is dangerous. They didn't have the vision down there because it's nighttime and enemy ward was there. So if they walked out there and there was more than one, that would have been a really bad time.
Yeah.
So I think smarter to not go down there than it was. They couldn't see the lone druid on the map and they were just a bit worried. But they are going to get the disruption down on bottom lane. Can't cast the extra damage. Crestfallen now sitting in his cogs, but all these heroes are ranged, but they are going to kill you in that. I mean, cogs kind of just kept in there for them. Like,
yeah,
I think you would have died anyway, but just sort of on a platter.
Yeah, a bit of a brain freeze there, just sort of thinking, well, I can save myself with cogs, but not this time. So he does go down. And, I mean, the score is now 7-1. With our Conqueror up at the top, Jono is doing a wonderful job there, 45 and 8, just splashing through everything up there. He's looking at this tower here, very low, half health on that tower too.
And what cosmetics does he have on, bud?
Well, he's got some decent cosmetics, but down in the bottom it looks like it might be death cosmetics for Bullvi. He's getting very close to it. He's wearing a bug at the moment, but almost goes down there. He saves himself for the moment. But the cosmetics, I mean, at the moment, it does kind of favor Glitch in terms of cosmetics, but I do like the Sing Sing set over there on Jono.
And it's like it's a full set too.
It is. He's decked out.
The only problem with it is he's got 0 games watched of Sing Sing.
What is this?
Come on, man. It's either broken or he's just got to sort it out, you know. It's not really that good cosmetic at the moment, is it? Conqueror actually getting 3 and X marks the spot.
Yeah, I was just looking at that as well.
Normally you get 2, but mid lane. OD does drop the hammer there, takes a lot of damage off PKL, but having that bottled up invis, keeping him safe.
Not to mention, just gets the old shallow grave in mid, saving Kaza. He got relatively low, was almost looking a bit grim for him, but shallow grave, and he sticks around and says, let's keep going. So he's still sticking around, the 3 heroes here, but it looks like the supports are going to move around. The purple support crew, as I'd like to call them, are looking to move up here through the jungle. It looks as if, were they looking for that Rubik? They knew he was around.
They might even find him on his way back here.
Oh dear, Bullvi.
Nope, they're going to go for Bullvi. They're like, where do we go?
The Ancients, the neutrals are coming in for the gank as well. Those ogres looking to get the kill, and now...
There's no way he can go in here. He's going to get that smoke poison off. He can get the lift and throw him into rain, but he's going to try and throw him up the hill. You can't throw up that hill, bud. It doesn't work. And I'm going to die.
We've got a Dazzle on a killing spree, by the way.
Yeah, but the snipers died 0, 0, 0, and 15.
Whoa. We've got a Dazzle on a killing spree. Alright?
Alright, bud. X marks the spot, does come off on PKL. Along with the Torrent follow-up, the boat even flying in, does hit Sniper missing everyone else, unfortunately, though. Crestful trying to get in here. Only level 4 doesn't have the hook, does get the cogs onto Seal in this mid lane, but he's just going to stand there back and does get the shallow grave. Probably didn't even need it. The torrent is going to go off on full fire as well. He's kills going the way of Aura Esports.
Just rolling through there, just syncing things up really nicely. Like, I mean, we saw the boat come in just in time, smack down the sniper. We've also got that wonderful work by our Dazzle with the shallow grave, keeping Kazza alive on the OD, and you know, despite a rocket or something every now and then, and he was being beat on by the tower when he was locked in the cogs, but he was able to stay alive, keep his own lockdown going with his astral imprisonment, and then a little bit of damage, and he was able to really help out. And of course, now the score is currently sitting at 12-1 with Aura in the lead. They're looking very, very handy right now. And I mean, all this going on, let's consider that the Weaver has barely been out of the lane. He's currently sitting on a Perseverance. He's got a little bit of gold in the bank as well. Looking pretty good. Yeah,
and they are going to try and do something mid, but Crestfallen does get disrupted. The extra damage doesn't go to him, but he's trapped in here with 2 people. Weaver even getting the kill on the bot lane, and that heal coming through from the Dazzle, doing massive amounts of damage. Almost dying, but that shallow grave keeping him alive. And they got a kill bottom, as I said, with the Kunkka and the Weaver. Another Astral Imprisonment to go off. Do get the bugs, and drops the hammer, instantly killing that Ruben. Couldn't even fight back. And Kunkka even coming in the backlines. Sniper, you're gonna die again! And they're gonna take this tier 1 after getting, like, 9 kills in the last 3 minutes or something.
It's pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. And I mean, you know, we can see that, I mean, the interesting thing is that the cosmetics of OD, there aren't any cosmetics on that OD.
That's
not
true.
Not even a common staff that you would often pick up on that hero. But nothing on them, but we can see that these guys are just now starting to really look to control the map. They've got a decent amount of vision. This lone druid up the top, we've got Tyrant X has been just sort of doing his best to roam around and get something done, but now it looks like there will be a gank on the bottom. Bloodlock in a lot of trouble. He's going to be in a lot of trouble just from one hero. Forget the 4 that are coming in the back, and he goes down as the rest of the Aura crew come through, and they are going to be looking to take that tower, I would expect.
That was all just mind games, that was. They're like, yeah, we know Weaver can kill you, but we want to give you, like, the Chris Angel Mind Freak and turn up behind while you're dead.
We're going to pretend that we're going to need to come through and try and do something here. But,
yeah, exactly. But nice pickups from here, and Aura just, they're just simply outplaying it. This is a warning I give out when picking a sniper. If you don't have a defensive tri-lane, and they can, like, you have to run a defensive tri-lane. You have to make sure they can't run an aggressive tri-lane because their heroes don't fit it. And you have to keep them safe for the first 20 minutes of the game. If you can't do that in a game like this, he will get nothing and he will die. And that's exactly what's happening. Shadow Demon's going to catch him out here. Does have the Purge, Disruption to go off, and he's taking massive, but the heal! The heal! 3
You know why? You know why as well? The medallion.
Medallion pickup!
Chucks a medallion on him at the last second, and it's just like, good night, Mr. Sniper. Just so much damage coming out on a hero that has, what, barely 700 health or something like that. And, Aura is really giving it to them, but we can see that, yeah, I mean, from this perspective, Glitch has got a long road ahead of them, if any sort of road. I'm thinking this could be a dead end here at the end of this street, because now Tyrant is in a little bit of trouble. His Bear is looking to try and get something done, and now the neutral creep's throwing their lot in as well, but Tyrant just gets away for the moment. Will it be enough? There is the urn on him as well, but just in time. Wow.
Sniper even denied that Bear, so not giving away that 300 gold.
Wow,
but
that's some awesome
yeah,
play.
I mean, Shadow Demon and Dazzle was one of these combos that was run a while ago. Like, it was a really common thing to see, because that disruption into heal, and then you'd have a gyrocopter with it, because Gyro needs to go into melee range to get the rocket barrage out.
Yep.
So you'd have, the disruption into the extra damage from Soulcatcher into the heal into the rocket barrage, and you'd run that as a aggressive tri-lane, and no one could stand up to you. They would just die every time they walked towards you. And you could use it defensively with the heal and disruption. Like, it was this beautiful tri-lane that worked offensively and defensively, and even in this mid portion of the game when you pick up something like a medallion, or even have Dazzle's ult being thrown out to remove the armor, as well
attack.
as things like a Weaver from the Swarm with the minus
Dire's
armor.
top tower
It used to be
has
seen a lot
fallen.
with a Slardar safe lane if you ran it aggressively as well.
And also, I remember the DreamHack game where, I can't remember who it was, they picked a Naga, and using the Naga illusions for that kind of thing as well. So, in combination with the OD as well, like getting all of your mana back, but now Tyrant looking to get away. Looks like AEL is also on the way out. Both heroes just trying to get out. Looks like the bear is in trouble using, wow, Shadow Demon's like, I want that bear. They lock him down, Tyrant down.